July 2022, I went for a 10-day Vipassana camp to Bodh Gaya, Bihar. The word Vipassana means seeing things the way they are. But aren't we already seeing things the way they are? Little did I know that I already had the answer to that question within me. So day one, silence. I was not supposed to speak verbally or visually to anybody. I was not supposed to read or write whatsoever. I was supposed to maintain noble silence. So for the first 2 days, I was asked to focus on the subtle sensation of the breath on the tip of the nose. Now, while finding that sensation was not difficult, but holding on to that sensation was very difficult, holding on my focus to that sensation. For the next few days, I was trained to focus on the sensations from the crown to the toe, what essentially Vipassana practice is. And while focusing, on the 5th day, a lot of old memories started to surface. Memories which were long forgotten started coming up. On the 7th day, I remember sitting in that small, tiny meditation cell of less than 20 square feet. I could hear my memories loud and clear. On the 8th day, it hit hard. I just could not stop crying. So much of craving for good feelings, so much of aversion towards bad feelings. And it is then that I realized that it is the attachment that I've made with those feelings is what is the root cause of all the suffering in our life. But isn't attachment the foundation of all the relationships in our life? But we all know we need to get rid of attachment. But do we truly know? As S.N. Goenka says in one of his discourses, तुमने माना है पर जाना नहीं है. You have all the knowledge but no experiential understanding. So, can we love without attachment? 13th September 2021, I became father to a beautiful son, Rehan. The moment I saw him, I took him in my arms. I felt powerful. I felt complete. But God had other plans for me. In April 2022, my marriage fell apart. And in July 2022, right after I came from my Vipassana, that was the last day she let me see him. Today, he is 1 year and 8 months old. And I haven't heard him call me Papa yet. I miss his smile, I miss his warmth, I miss his fragrance. I missed his first birthday. I missed his first steps. There comes a time in our life, in all of our lives, all of us who are parents, when our children are getting distant from us. Maybe they get a job, or maybe they're out to study, or maybe they are with you, but very distant emotionally. And that is painful. And when I felt that pain of being distanced from my son, I asked myself, how is it that the love that I have for my son has now become the center of the most painful feeling of my life? Isn't love supposed to make us feel happy and joyous? And then I observed in silence. I observed that pain in silence. And then I realized it is not the love that I have for my son which is painful. It is my attachment with him. It is then that I realized that love is freedom. Attachment is confinement. Attachment is holding on. Love is letting go. And the more I observed, the more I questioned. Can we truly ever love somebody without craving for that person? What is it that we truly value more? Is it love or attachment? And the more I observed, the more I questioned. Can we love without attachment? Can we love without attachment? Thank you so much.